Hi! Ladies and gentlemen, from the look of things, Sabrina might be having a lot of female rivalries this season. Yes, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain. Now, on Monday, the very first night of the season, it was between Sabrina and Isabella. Just when we thought that it was going to end there, she moved on to another female housemate, this time around, DEDE. I hope I got the pronunciation of her name right. DEDE. And this was in a conversation between herself and Kola, just right after the live launch show, just after the male housemates got introduced to the house, just whilst the guys, were mingling with the girls. Everybody was just mingling, trying to connect, build friendships, alliances. And Sabrina thought it best to sort of start a smear campaign against DEDE, against DEDE, as a way to build an alliance, a friendship between herself and Kola. The question here is, was that a smart move or not? We're going to find out, all right? And speaking about the conversation in itself, the details, it was just so messy. It was messy. And everybody that heard that conversation yesterday, especially the things that was coming out of Sabrina's mouth, kept on asking, from where to where? How did she get from this point to that point? You just met this girl and all of a sudden you believe you know this person. How did you get all of these messy information? Like, from where? Guys, it was just crazy. I listened to that conversation as well and I was shocked. But then I had to remind myself that, BBNaija, hold on a second, remember, this is a game. And people are gonna spread tall tales just to enhance their game, all right? So we're going to talk about that. And also, I will fill you all in on the many things I observed from yesterday. Remember, the guys just joined the girls in the house and conversations started. And there were just a lot of things happening here and there. I'm going to spill it all on this video, so please make sure you watch to the end. Do not skip out on any part so you do not miss out on anything, all right? And before we get right into it, special greetings to every single one of you. You are all specially welcome back to my channel, to my video. My name is BBNaija. This is Frankly Speaking with BBNaija, and yes, I am the girl with the tea. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, let's take it from the top. Now, I don't know how many of you caught that moment when Jason J walked into the mansion, right, during the live launch show. When he walked into the mansion, was, greeting people, and then he got to DEDE and he held a hand, they had a handshake, and he wanted a hug. He was trying to get her up to, give her a hug, and she refused. And he kept on insisting that, hug me now, just a hug now. And she was like, no, thank you. And then she turned and looked away. Now, some of the housemates caught that, also Sabrina, and they were not impressed. They did not like it. Now, Jason J was not so heavily offended, right? Because for him, oh wow, okay, maybe she's stuck up, maybe she's cold, right? But Sabrina took it to heart. Now, there was also Kola that wanted a hug. In fact, the point is, DEDE did not hug anybody yesterday. Like, she did not necessarily jump up and stand, to hug any of the guys as we're getting into the house. After the lunch show, whilst everybody was, fraternizing, introducing themselves to one another, Kola was in a conversation with Sabrina, and then he had brought up the issue that, oh, what's up with DEDE? She did not want to hug. She was refusing hugs, and boom, Sabrina came up with a thesis because it seemed like she went to the University of DEDE to go and study DEDE in under 24 hours and came up with a PhD thesis on who this girl is. So she literally came up with a thesis. Just call it like PowerPoint presentation. And that was when she started analyzing this girl to call her, like, imagine a stranger analyzing another stranger to another stranger. So she went on and on about, that DEDE has is it luxury brand attitude, you know, like all these girls that have designer slippers, shoes, stuff, maybe clothes, bags, that DEDE is giving that kind of energy, that she notices that DEDE will just stay chilled and act like, oh, she's creating boundaries. But then like today now, she wore red Louboutins and then she now put her leg, so people will see that she's wearing a designer slipper. So people are going to approach her and ask questions. That she knows that kind of thing, because she also has designers, and DEDE has recognized that she too has designers. So DEDE gives that energy to everybody, but DEDE does not bring that energy to her, because she knows that, girl, clock it. I know where you're coming from. And she was just going on and on and on and on. And then she also mentioned Isabella at some point. And then she said, oh, she has some chill girls that she chills with, that Sultana, she's a very, very chilled babe. She's very, very cool. And guys, I was listening to Sabrina in shock. Like my jaw was literally on the floor, because I'm like, oh my goodness. So must everybody want hugs with strangers? I mean, but guys, listen, I'm still flabbergasted from that conversation, right? But here is what I deduced from all what Sabrina was saying. Sabrina has main character complex. Yeah, not the energy now, because there are a lot of people in that house that has main character energy, right? DEDE has main character energy, but our own way of displaying it is just staying in her shell and allowing people to come to her. So she attracts people, right? She's very mysterious, so people are very attracted to her aura and they want to discover her, they want to experience her. So she waits and allows you to come to her. Sabrina, on the other hand, goes to people, right? She loves to assert herself, to assert her energy, her presence everywhere. She believes that she's got that presence. Good for her, right? So when she sees other people that has that kind of aura, you know, that tends to attract people to them like bees to honey, she finds it quite unsettling. And then she tags it as, you know, this person is trying to show like they're better than other people, because that was the word she also used. She said, oh, DEDE is acting like she's, you know, giving the energy or she's better than everybody else. And I'm like, hey, this smells of jealousy. It smells of jealousy. It smells of someone that feels threatened. Yeah, because, you know, with all of Sabrina's qualifications, I am a born princess, born in Italy. I'm also Canadian. I am a Edo princess. I am this, I am that. It's like she feels threatened that this ordinary girl, DEDE, is coming to steal her spotlight, her shine. And so she does not really like it, you know. But guys, listen, at the end of the day, it's a game. People are going to start up smear campaigns against other people in Big Brother's house just to get ahead in the game. But then the question is that the right thing to do? Because a lot of people actually found it offensive. But then again, there was also Kola. Kola is a very, very interesting personality who listens to people go off and talk and talk and talk. And what he does is he observes. So that's the other question of, did Kola buy everything Sabrina was saying, hook, line, and sinker? Or would Kola find his way to, you know, DEDE's side, to become friends with DEDE, to study DEDE for himself, to see if truly everything Sabrina said about DEDE is true? We will have to wait, watch, and find out. But then I would love to hear your thoughts about Sabrina's guys, I would love to hear your thoughts about Sabrina's perception about DEDE, because that's a lot of perception for someone that you just met in just under 24 hours. But anyways, moving on to the guys. The guys this season, they are doing the most. The moment they walked into the house, they carried the show on their head. They have been doing the most. There was a fight that happened last night. I already did a video about it. If you missed out on that video, please go ahead and watch it. Now, one of the guys as well that really stood out for me in terms of the way they've been moving around the ladies in the house is Faith. Faith, remember, he said that he is Dr. Love. He loves love. He is a medical doctor, a neurologist. This guy has been very, very smart with the way he has been moving. He has moved to over 6 ladies already just last night alone. And he has had very interesting conversations with each and every single one of them. And they all loved his company. They loved his energy. They loved his aura. And they have been gravitating towards him. Even Big So-So that comes off as the strict mama of the house. Yeah, I am impenetrable. I am unavailable. Faith has been able to go through her wall of, what they call it, her defense mechanism in a way. And they're kind of liking the guy. And I am so impressed, like really impressed. Anyways, aside from that conversation, last night was also very interesting. Yes. Jason J proved to us that indeed he is a games master. This guy introduced, I think, 2 very interesting games, very interesting actually. And even though a lot of the housemates were really tired because this was as late as 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, some of them still stayed up to play the games, and it was quite exciting. I think it's called the Games of Whispers, and then they played Lemon 1, Lemon 2, whatever, but it came with a twist. It was quite interesting and exciting for these housemates. And in the midst of that game, Bright had whispered to Jason J to ask Sultana if she's bisexual. And guys, I almost gagged because I'm like, hey, from where to where? Is Sultana giving the energy of a girl that is actually bisexual? Like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? But then, it was so funny because by the time Jason J told Sultana that, hey, somebody said something about you, do you want to find out? You have to take a shot to find out. She's like, oh yeah, definitely. And she took a shot and they went on an ad break. By the time they returned, Sultana was taking like the whole time explaining herself that she is not bisexual, that she just has this energy that people love her. Any room she enters, people love her. She has great chemistry with both males and females, but it doesn't really make her bisexual. And the housemates got tired of her explanation, but she did not stop. It felt like she was kind of scared that there was going to be a public perception about her that she is bisexual from the LGBTQ plus community. And I say, hi, God. I kind of feel sorry for her, Shao, because remember, she's from the northern part of Nigeria. So there are a lot of let's say there's a heavy load of conservativeness from that part of the country, right? So in a way, I kind of understood why she kept on going on and on to clear her name. But then, oh my God, it just kept on going on and on. It was tiring. But then it also made me wonder, why Bright Morgan? Bright that said that he's already in love with his girlfriend outside, so he's not looking for love. Why Bright would be seeking such information? Like, dude, what do you want? We thought you told us that you're not coming to the house to ship, that you already have a girlfriend that you're madly in love with outside. So why are you asking if Sultana is bisexual? Like, dude, I don't understand. Are you looking forward to having a threesome in Big Brother's house this season? Because we're gonna watch you. We are going to watch, and that is if production is going to show us. We will watch. Because it was just insane. The question just popped out of nowhere. From where to where? How? And then, speaking of Sultana, because guys, sorry, I've been calling her Santana. Her name is Sultana. Speaking of Sultana, she was telling her friend Doris that she feels like somebody really likes her. And she too was really smitten by this particular person. They sat down, they had a conversation, and it was like this person's eyes swallowed her completely, that she was smitten by this person. She was already contemplating shipping with someone. And then there's this other person that she feels is really obsessed with her. And I'm like, just in how many hours? Not even up to 4 or 5 hours. Now, she did not really mention the name of the person, so my eyes are on her and her friend Doris for any time that they are gossiping, so that I can catch the name of these persons that they are referring to. Because, hey, it's looking like the shipping this season is going to be quite intense, because everybody is working extra hard to make their mark, to stamp their presence in Big Brother's house this season. Nobody wants to go home this week. But anyways, moving on. Finally, for this video, in the midst of all of that chaos last night, we got to learn that Victory has anxiety attacks. Yes, he was sharing his audition story with some people in the house that he did not think he was going to make it through the auditions process, the entire screening test, during their lockdown and all of that, because of his anxiety attacks, right? That even last night, during that heated altercation between Jason J, the head of house, and Imisi and Isabella, he was panicking and he was shaking. And guys, that gave me a cause for worry, because it made me wonder why he would still choose to go on with this whole experience, because this experience is really overwhelming, even for me as a viewer. I'm not even inside the house, and a lot of times when these housemates are going crazy, I feel the tension over here. It is a lot. Not to talk of someone that is a participant inside the house. You are in the midst of all of that chaos, all of that drama, all of that toxicity. So I really do wish him all the best, because I don't know how he's going to pull through. But we will see. We will see. And I hope that his mental health will be well guarded by him, because his sanity is very, very paramount for this game. And then also, finally, ladies and gentlemen, you see, after that old drama, Emisi was quite emotional in the dressing area. She was speaking to Denari. Denari was consoling her. She was kind of telling the story of her life, about how being a girl child has been very difficult. And Denari was playing into her drama, because the guy could see through all of it. The guy knew that she was acting it out. So the guy went to go and get handkerchief to start wiping her tears. I said, yes, O'Shea, 2 actors. Remember, Denari himself said that he's going to be acting too. The only time he's not going to be acting is when he's asleep. So Denari could tell that she was acting, because she was like, you know, it's not easy. It's just like it's like she was, you could tell that he was just acting. She was just being fake. And the tears, she was forcing the tears to come out. And Denari too was like, no, I understand. She was like, no, don't worry. He said, no, I have to wipe your tears. He was wiping her tears. I said, look at them, 2 clowns. But ladies and gentlemen, that is that. And quite frankly, I am excited already for the season. The housemates are giving what they should give. There's a lot going on already this morning in the house, and there's going to be a video about some of those events. All right. Also, don't forget, there's the head of house challenger that's also coming up soon. But I'm going to stop this video right here, because I would love to hear from all of you. So please just go ahead, share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on another video soon. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye.